Round and round. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 105 of the Shower Podcast, the podcast where I'm in my shower and you do you. I'm your host, Chip, and how many times during a day do you feel sad? And how many times do you feel happy? Do you count them? Do you think about them? Well, I'm here to tell you that whether you do or you do not, the fact that you're experiencing both, it's a very healthy sign, and that overall our perception around these emotions and feelings should not be treated as something that is stable, but as always should take a, let's say, general view over them and understand what's the average of them. Before we start, as always, if you do like the concept and if you do like the show, feel free to leave a like, and if you want to follow along until the end of the year, a subscribe, it's always welcomed. And finally, if you're on Spotify, if you can leave a review, that will help tremendously the show. Having said that, as always, we start with an anecdote from, let's say, my experience. This Saturday, I was at home editing one of the episodes, and one song that I had in mind started, let's say, being more and more present. The song is called Milano Good Vibes from Mahmood, which is an Italian singer. I wouldn't know how to classify it, but he's pop artist, but not really. Overall, it's a pretty old song from him, but it just, as the song suggests, it really put me in an amazing mood. I had a good vibe. I started editing. I was super happy, and I got lost in the moment. And that feeling was strong. Like I felt like, that could have defined my day. Thing is that some hours prior, I was stuck on the sofa, doom scrolling, and, kind of arguing with myself and saying, you did nothing today, you did not do the things that you wanted to do, your plan wasn't followed, you didn't go to the gym, blah, blah, blah. And as usual, as we all do, we are fantastic at critiquing ourselves and at looking all the things that we did wrong. And we're not that great at acknowledging when we are happy, when we're doing the right things, because, when those things happen, well, it was just the right thing to do. And I'm here to tell you that there is an in-between that does not exist between that feeling of happiness and that feeling of sadness, or at least not satisfaction. But the feeling that you should, have, and the kind of sensation that you should bring home is that by acknowledging both and by really understanding when you're sad and really understanding when you're happy, you will then be able to unlock something. And again, this is personal, but I do believe there is, some truth in what I tell you, because it has been replicable for me, and I hope that you'll be able to also do that. And what I mean is that the moment that you understand, that these emotions go round and round, and there isn't really one that will overcome the others, or should I say, we should not expect that our mood should be good. We shouldn't have these good vibes only if all the day has been good. It's enough to have one of the moments that I described before, and that feeling, the moment that you are able to achieve that, you should be seeing that as the victory of the day. That feeling, the moment of you recognizing that you are having fun, you are feeling good, you are enjoying what you're doing, you should focus solely on that and understand that given that, as usual, it's not that easy to have these moments, and therefore, when they happen, we should be able to recognize them. And most importantly, they should define our day. They should define our moments. And when, on the other hand, we're not in that feeling, when we don't feel that great, it shouldn't be all that heavy on us, because we know that once the good moment will arrive, and again, I want to underline, because in many situations in which the bad feeling is prevalent, in the moment when you know that overall there isn't something all that much happening of great in your life, you would be surprised to see that when you start looking for it, and it can be the most minuscule thing, a meal that was good, something that you bought for yourself, something that you saw, it can really be anything. But the moment that you have that spark, you should fully focus on it and let it, grow. Because the moment that you will realize that, and the moment that you will take it and you will not let it flow, well, then you'll be able to keep it with you also in the moments when, as I said, those sensations of sadness and overall overwhelmment will be over you. You know that you have something good to rely on, and most importantly, maybe not that long into the future, that amazing feeling will be back with you. And to recap and to just give you a bit of the feeling of today is that don't focus and don't look to always be on the top of the wave. Don't try to feel too bad when things are not going great, because it's not about that. It's about being able and being put in the position of enjoying all the other small things that on a day-to-day basis we would just, throw aside because we need to focus on the bad stuff. We need to focus on the things that are not working. But that is not the point. The point is just to acknowledge those small moments, make them yours, and go on from there. Because, and I will say it for the last time today, it's circular. It's never, you're not staying in a position. And most importantly, the moment that you are in that bad position, it doesn't mean that you cannot climb up with just a simple action. And that's the beauty. That's the thing that I want to deliver to you today. It takes one moment to go from an absolute miserable moment to something fantastic. And the way that you do that, it's completely yours and should be something that you acknowledge. It can be music, it can be people, it can be an object, it can be any activity. Make it yours, as always. As I say, make it yours. Do not let it be defined by someone else, the end of this episode will be connected to another topic that I have on my mind. This feeling of make it yours, be yourself. I want to dedicate an episode to that. But for today, that is enough. I don't want to make it longer. I'm really appreciating the fact that we are starting to be able a bit more to go back within the 8 to 10 minute mark. And this is also due to the fact that, with time, I developed a bit what I want to talk about, and it becomes easier to go with the flow. Having said that, that was all for today. If you liked the episode, feel free to leave a like. And overall, if you haven't done before, the subscribe button is still there waiting for you. Stay consistent, stay resilient, and see you at the next one.